Hey guys, welcome back. John Megacycle here, another episode of Command & Conquer General Zero Hour. Let's see, let me put this challenge to you pretty blunt. You guys seen me do 1 versus 1, mano a mano, 1 versus 2, 3. I think you can do the math. This is a 1 versus 4 challenge. 4 tank generals any way I want, meaning they're on one team, I can be any general I want to be. Pretty straightforward. 10,000 starting cash, limit super weapons, normal game speed. This one is, there's not a whole lot of special to it. I chose a Chinese infantry general. I think it's going to be a really good matchup against the heavy Chinese armor. It's going to give us a lot more starting cash, meaning we're not going to spend a lot of money on high-tech gear. The brunt of our attack is mostly going to be the rocket infantry and the minigunners. So that's going to turn out real nice in our favor. I wanted to go Air Force General on this one, but the problem is since a lot of his hardware is a lot more expensive, it takes a lot more cash starting up to really get anywhere, especially defensively. So we're going to get tanks from all sides here, and this is just going to be chaos on a stick. So I chose Green Pastures because I thought it was nice and kind of tight. Doesn't give the enemy a whole lot of room for expansion, just one more starting tile. But, oops. Well, actually, that's the map I wanted to talk about. If we were to choose something like Mountain Guns and I were to start here, any other position, there's always 3 entrances no matter how you slice it. One here, here, and here, if you take this kind of a corner. So this kind of puts me in a sticky situation. Again, it also gives the enemy a lot of extra resources to really start to stockpile. So for that reason, I wanted to stick with something like... Now I just lost the map I was thinking about. Green Pastures, there it is. A lot of the other 6s are nice, but there's still a ton of resources here the enemy's just going to get, and it's not going to work out. For us, we're just going to hit here. A lot of good civilian structures here, some oil derricks and some stuff to capture. We're just going to do something like this, I think. We're going to keep them close, and the benefit of that is if they build super weapons or whatever, we don't have to reach to the other side of the map to get them. That'll be good. So this is going to be tight, it's going to be close, it's going to be frantic. I guess I have nothing else to say, but here we go, 1 versus 4.
We have
Okay,
plans.
Dozer immediately. We're going to send you right to the right. As I mentioned, there's civilian structures over there we want. We are going to go for the minigunner upgrade, as I mentioned before. If I haven't, I am now. We're definitely going to be using infantry as our main attack source. Our main army is going to come from infantry. So all the infantry upgrades we can go for is a great choice. I don't think we'll be using the nuke cannon, though we could defensively. It's also a good choice. But just to start off, nuke cannons are quite a ways away, so I want the best bang for the buck right now, and that's upgrading our infantry.
China has been generous. Construction looks promising. Is complete. Let's build. Looks promising.
6 rocket infantry, 2 minigunners, and the capture upgrade is how I like to start off. That's going to allow us to capture these civilian... What are these called? Lookout towers? They're just called civilian buildings. They look like the guard towers like in a prison or something. That's kind of what that reminds me of. Having never been, but seeing enough movies, that's what it reminds me of. Cool, so we maxed out that bit of our economy there. Excellent work. That's going to give us a really good foothold there. Now, the thing we will want to emphasize is additional defense. Now, we've got a few dozers sitting around here. Let's see, I do want another barracks right here. There, looks good. Okay, looks like they had the same idea coming for those civilian structures. I'm going to want another...
That's a good choice.
Another bunker right there. And the great thing about bunkers is they're immune to fire and chemical damage, which really adds a lot of value to them. Even though we could start dumping guys in here, and we will to start, that's not a great plan to go long term, considering how quickly they can be ousted. So we're just going to make sure we get a bunker right here. Spread out our troops a bit, and that's even more important that we spread out our troops, considering I don't want to lose my troops if I just lose the one structure. You know, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. So having a few guys here, a few guys there, sounds like a much smarter proposition. Okay. I feel much safer about putting my guys in a fortified Chinese bunker rather than the civilian structures, but the civilian structures are a great start. I need way more dudes.
Construction will live in prosperity.
The great thing about the Chinese infantry general, on top of that, is he's cheap. He doesn't need a whole ton of cashy money to really be effective. We're going to hold a really good defense here just with the stuff that we've been slapping together. A lot of good infantry. A lot of high-ranked good infantry on top of that. Okay. This is allowing us to spread out, getting a good, solid defense. Now this could be a problem with the Toxin General, like if we were just going straight up infantry. But again, as long as you're diversifying, making sure you're adding in these bunkers, it shouldn't be that bad of a deal.
We will live in prosperity.
Okay, it's time for another power plant.
Nice location.
We'll tear through their armor.
And we are gonna separate these guys a little bit.
Construction
I like the big targets.
We have big plans.
And I'm already doing a power plant, that means it's time for our war factory.
That's a good choice.
Enemy tanks out there. Moving rocket launcher.
Build orders complete, sir. We will live in prosperity.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
Minigunner reporting for duty. Minigunner reporting for duty.
Just by watching and seeing how our defense is trying to react to all of the oppositions, it's always a good thing to just take a second or two and see how that's playing out.
Minigunner reporting for duty.
It will look real
Okay,
nice when
good.
it's done.
Ready for order.
Emphasize some serious
Congratulations,
tech there.
General. You have been promoted.
They're doing a good job mixing in a lot of infantry as well. It's a little rough.
China's rocket soldier.
Okay, I think I teched up a little too early, but we'll be able to get some good surveillance out of this base. Not too bad shot there. There we go. Looks
Building is
good
complete.
so far.
Let's build.
Eject.
I like the big target.
Quick, 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 quick. Ooh, close.
Yes, General.
Almost lost him.
China has been generous.
Okay, time to come back here with more bunkers.
You have been promoted.
Carrying the big gun. Let's
Oh,
fight.
what did that put us at? Rank 3 already? Excellent. Mines. Or no, we're rank...
Unit
We're
lost.
4-star, aren't we? Yeah, 4-star general.
Building is complete.
Okay, propaganda center. I do want a barracks right here. All that's going to do is crap out hackers. That's all I want.
Tank hunter here. Yes, General.
Sitting on some nice
Unit
cashy money.
lost.
Let's go ahead and start building more stuff.
Complete, sir.
I really honestly wish if there's one more thing they could add to generals was the repeat build option.
China's rocket soldier. Moving rocket launcher. I like the big target.
And that puts us at rank 5, EMP pulse, and more artillery. That's how I want to go. We've got the cash. Let's go ahead and get up a radar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good enough to start. How are we doing? Power, we're doing fine. I'm going to get another power plant.
Look real nice when it's done.
Tank hunter here. I'm carrying the big gun. We'll tear through their armor.
Okay.
Hunter here.
Time to
Upgrade
fill in some of the
complete.
cracks, so to speak.
Enemy tanks out there.
Ooh. Oh, that's what I'm first attacking right there.
Carrying the big gun.
That's too sweet.
We have big plans.
China's rocket soldier. I like the big target. China's rocket soldier.
Construction up to spec. We will live in prosperity.
Okay, we're gonna get another bunker right about here. I don't want any open gaps in my armor. That'd be the absolute worst thing, is if I'm assuming that I'm gonna range my opponent and then I don't.
I built for China.
Okay, everything's still semi-standing. Also, I don't think the tank general gets nuke or inferno cannons, so this is gonna work out pretty nice.
We have big plans.
We're just gonna get into the barracks here. We can't have enough barracks. Absolutely cannot have enough. They require very little energy, if any, I think. I don't even think they require any energy, but excellent choices to have just a bunch around, because we don't want to lose one or two, and then we're screwed. Okay, hang on. You,
Let's build.
that.
We have big plans.
Minigunner reporting for duty. Minigunner
We will
reporting for
live in
duty.
prosperity.
To do some propaganda towers.
Tank hunter here.
Come on back.
Minigunner
That was...
reporting for duty.
Ooh, surround sound. That was just a really terrible angle with that structure there, with the supply depot. Supply stash? Supply stash.
We have big
I have that time perfectly, it's in stereo.
very good. plan, General.
That's
Let's
awesome.
build.
Okay, time to work on Plan N.
Reporting for duty.
Plan N for
Gunner
nuke.
reporting for duty. We'll tear through
I
their
need
armor.
5,000. Okay, we're gonna wait a minute on that.
Gunner reporting for carrying the big gun.
That's okay. We're gonna take the defenses we just lost and we're gonna attack with them.
Understood.
Unit
Hey,
lost.
you, buddy, right there.
Real nice when it's done.
Enemy tanks out there. Tank hunter here.
Build orders complete, sir.
There's that. Want to make sure we keep those civilian structures as up to date as possible.
China's rocket soldier.
Build for China.
Okay, we have to keep bouncing back and make sure our defenses are in one piece. The very worst thing we can do is assume stuff is okay because we just don't want to pay attention anymore, and then we just lose everything. Okay, we're just gonna munch through all this. They don't have any defenses down here. Let's see here. Give us some sight. EMP. That'll buy us a good amount of time here.
The enemy.
Oh, these Emperor Overlord tanks are going to be a cakewalk, especially if they didn't buy the chain gun upgrade. It does look like they are.
Unit lost.
Oh, that one did. No problem. Okay, big problem.
China's rocket soldier.
I think
The enemy.
it's a good start there.
Let's build.
I like the big target.
Get in the tower. Get in the tower.
China's rocket soldier. Throw everything at them.
Unit lost.
Rocket launcher. Enemy tanks out
Okay,
there.
let's just outrange them.
China's rocket soldier.
Playing it this way requires an obscene amount of micromanagement. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's not really a way we can just...
Lost.
Ooh, I don't know if you heard that, but it is thundering like crazy.
For China.
Okay, please repair.
Let's build.
Come back.
Tanks out there.
We have big plans. That's a good start. I'm very we will give him
I should have figured I was going to lose that.
Let's build.
Just started to build it.
China's rocket soldier.
Still did an amazing job chunking through all those troops. That's awesome.
The enemy.
Okay, time for a little more micro.
Unit lost.
Man, all that amazing Chinese armor is just getting washed.
We'll tear through their armor.
Build orders we have
Good.
big plans. China will grow larger.
I like the big target.
Okay,
We'll tear through their armor. We'll tear through their armor. Right tear through their armor.
run.
Tank hunter here. Carrying the big gun.
We have big plans. Nice location.
This one should have been called the Micromanager's Delight something. 'Cause this is just crazy. It's good. It's tough.
Attack that one.
That's what makes a good challenge. It doesn't have to be just difficult. Like, it doesn't have to be 1 versus 8. Have fun. But this is definitely one of those challenges that seems and feels doable. There's just a lot to it. Okay, get in there.
China's rocket soldier. Let's fight them. Carrying the big gun. Tank hunter here.
Unit lost.
Complete. Let's take a
Tear
look.
through their armor. Enemy tanks out there.
No. Okay. Sure.
We
Go
will
ahead.
live in prosperity.
Okay, remember the thing I said I was going to do before? Like, build a nuke? We're going to go build a nuke.
That's a good choice.
Okay. Let's see, what do we have for vehicles? Oh, the assault troop crawler. That's awesome. It comes with a propaganda tower and 8 minigunners. Bang for the buck. That's the way I want to go.
I'm carrying the big gun.
We have
Mini
big
gunner reporting
plans.
for duty. China's rocket
Nice
Unit
soldier.
lost.
location.
Enemy tanks out
Where did
there.
I lose? Oh yeah, obviously. It went and frolicked on the wrong side of the
Mini
fence.
gunner reporting for duty. On China's rocket soldier.
Okay.
Yes.
Everyone together?
Tank hunter here. Troop crawler ready
Build orders
Perfect.
complete, sir.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
I'm carrying
We're going to come up here and we're just going to swarm right in the underbelly of the beast.
Unit lost.
Okay, yeah, that was the other one. Now, I'm pretty sure our attack to the north is going to cut it, so we're going to use our specials to the east. I'm fine with that as an option.
Tanks out there.
Ready for a drive-by?
Yep, this guy's toast.
China's armored transport crawler ready for...
We have plenty of seats. I'm carrying the big gun.
Building is
Everything is
complete.
done. Get them.
Assault troop crawler here.
Unit lost.
Ready for a drive-by, boys?
Okay, that's getting messy.
Tanks out there. Edging their back. I'm carrying the big gun. Got army. Back down the enemy.
So the troop crawlers apparently don't have as much armor as I was hoping, but I think we'll be able to make it through.
Attack that one. Edging their back. Attack that one.
Warning. A nuclear missile silo has been detected.
Oh, get him.
Unit
That's a
lost.
problem.
Throw everything at them.
All we have to do is just a bit more damage. This guy won't be able to recover. And he just started building his nuke. I was hoping this is one of the guys whose nuke we were totally interrupting.
Unit lost.
China's rocket soldier. I landed a big target. Tank hunter here.
Those Gatling towers are definitely what's doing us on those Emperor Overlords. Not even the Gatling tanks themselves are holding up too much.
Ending their track. Enemy tanks out there. China's rocket soldier.
Unit
Tanks
lost.
out there.
They were almost going to have their nuke, and now they're not, so it's one down.
Attack that one. The enemy. Enemy tanks out there. Throw
Okay,
everything
that
at them.
attack is done.
China has been generous.
China's rocket soldier.
Clean up. Time for cleanup.
Tear through their armor. We'll tear through their armor. We'll tear
Laptop
through their
in
Totally
hand.
forgot to put you guys
tear
in.
through their armor.
I need 3 more at least.
We'll
Let's
tear
do
through
that.
their armor. We'll tear
Awesome
Unit
upgrades.
I'm carrying a big gun. We'll tear through their armor here. I'm carrying a big gun. Tear through their armor.
All that armor is not going to make it very far on my time.
What's next?
Everyone okay back there. We'll tear through their armor.
Okay, there's our attack. Now, like I was saying,
Upgrade complete.
Tear through their armor.
these guys appear to be offline. Let's keep them that way.
Tear through their armor. We'll tear through their armor.
That will
Unit
do that.
lost.
We'll tear through their
Let's
armor.
do that.
Ready for a
That'll
drive-by,
definitely keep them
boys?
down, so I only have to really worry about 2 nukes. If I can push hard enough to the north,
We
I
will
can
give
keep
in
pushing and that
trust
should
to
take
their
care of that.
armor. China will grow larger.
Enemy tanks out there. We'll tear through their armor.
Ooh, it's nerve-wracking, I tell you. It's absolutely nerve-wracking, but it is a lot of fun.
We have big plans. That's a good
China's rocket
choice.
soldier. Let's fight the our patriotism will show in battle. We have plenty of seats.
Batteries charged.
Okay, I am going to want to build more
We'll
hackers.
tear through their armor.
Okay, so that takes care of this guy. Looks like he's a bit stagnated, so that's good.
We'll tear
This,
through their armor.
oh gosh, that's a ton of armor. Hopefully that'll keep them offline for a little bit.
Let's build. China has been generous.
Okay, can I repair that other civilian structure? I cannot.
I'm carrying the big gun.
Unit lost.
They can't
And the
hide
plane
from
didn't even freaking make it.
China's rocket soldier. Let's find the tank.
Okay, hopefully we have our patriotism, yes, which will give us a better horde bonus. Horde bonus happens when you've got a ton of infantry or like units together.
Defenders of
Ready
peace.
for a drive-by, boys?
Should be good, should be good.
Our minigun
China's
destroy the
armored
enemy.
transport.
The people's army. Ready for order. For the Republic.
Unit
Bring
lost.
up the gun. They cannot destroy China. Powerful rifle. We have plenty of seats for everyone.
Well, the AI is starting to learn. I'm seeing a ton more Gatling tanks. Crap.
Immediately. Our minigun.
Nope.
Unit lost.
Stop. Oh crap. I misclicked.
Everything is done. Attack that one. Yes.
You have to be so careful, especially when you're microing this hard. Any simple misclick when you're giving a move order instead of an attack order, you can lose your whole army. I just lost maybe a quarter to a third of stuff I shouldn't have. Okay, but we'll be able to finish this guy off.
I like the big targets. Tank hunter here. Attack that one.
Always check back at base. Anytime you hear base is under attack, that could mean anything from a minigunner to a full armored battalion. You gotta be careful with that.
Carrying the big
Unit
gun.
lost.
China's rocket soldier. I'm carrying the big gun. I like the big target.
Let's see, so what timers are still ticking? The green and the yellow. So let's try this all over again. There's our green.
Enemy tanks out there. Attack that one. Get them. I'm carrying the big gun. China's rocket soldier.
Okay, means of production. Let's get that out of here.
I like the big target. Tail through their armor.
Let's build.
Pair.
Unit lost.
Pair.
Under
Good.
here. Track
Okay.
down the enemy. Throw
Need
everything
to
at
keep
them.
checking on what's going on at home. Let's see, it looks like we took green offline, believe it or not, which is good. That means we can throw our nuke at yellow instead.
Dead in their tracks. China's rocket soldier.
See, we took out the command center, we took out their means of production. Nope, they still have another war factory. So once we start doing that, they should be selling out, hopefully. Let's go ahead and do some more mines. Hello, I'm talking to you.
China's rocket soldier.
This new mouse is awesome, but it clicks kind of weird. It
Our
sounds fun.
nuclear missile is ready.
Cool. Yellow. What's up, buddy? 2 power plants. 1. 2 for
We
the
have
win.
launched our nuclear missile.
Heck
Unit
yeah, we did.
lost.
In their tracks. I'm carrying the big gun.
And that did put them offline. Perfect. Even if I only delay them like maybe 20-30 seconds, the point is they are delayed. So the benefit of that is it gives me more time to do more damage to these other guys.
Unit lost.
Perfect. Oh, that was awesome.
China's rocket soldier.
It's so exhilarating seeing how much odds I'm up against at the moment, and then just defeating them with straight infantry. This is working great. Okay. This guy's mostly toast. He should be selling off shortly.
The enemy. Under here.
I build for China.
I'm carrying the big gun.
And it's time for more hackers. The super hackers are great for the Chinese infantry general. They're a bit cheaper and they hack a little faster.
China's rocket soldier.
Awesome combination if you ask me. All the other nuke timers are stopped.
Big target.
We're about to tag green, so we're going to use artillery barrage on yellow. That works for me. Crap. I lost that.
We will live in prosperity.
Tail through their armor.
The even more delicate thing is when you're up against these kinds of matches, there's a lot of micromanagement like I mentioned earlier. So the problem is sending 2 or 3 armies might be impossible,
We will live in
or at least it's
prosperity.
very difficult.
Next up, the front line. That's an easy one.
Okay. Good. Good. You guys, I don't want to build a supply stash or a supply depot right there. It kind of seems like a pain, so all we're going to do is we're just going to make our dudes go back and forth. I should have sold the front one now that I'm
We
thinking
have
about it,
big
but
plans.
meh,
We'll tail through their armor.
not too worried.
Real nice when it's done.
Okay, green,
We'll tail through their armor.
what up? Did that guy actually sell out? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, he did. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go.
Construction
through
built
their
to
armor.
spec.
Okay, we're out of
I like
cash.
the big target.
Going in. I didn't build another troop color, did I? No, okay.
Unit lost.
Now it's really time for us to start maximizing monies. That could have been dicey. We want to really start maximizing our cash flow. And why are we doing this now? Is because now everyone's got their nukes, now everyone's starting to think of end game stuff. If we can do it now and really start to pull out a couple of extra bucks at the end, that's really what's going to pay off. And like I said, our infantry isn't expensive. There's not a huge price tag on these guys. Granted, there's a few thousand sitting here, but it's definitely paid off. Oh yeah, it's paid off. Let's see here. Purple, I just don't care about you. I think you've gone dumb.
Ready for link up.
This guy hasn't rebuilt squat.
Tank under here.
China's
I like the
armored
big
transport.
targets. Tank under here.
We're gonna get right into the underbelly of all this stuff. And I wish I had something to do with all this artillery and all that weaponry, but I don't have anything. My nuke's gonna be ready in 2 minutes. My landmines aren't an effective offensive weapon.
Timing in.
So we're just gonna go in and attack and see what happens. I could do this to see if I can nullify him on the way.
The
Tanks
front
out there.
line.
No, no, no.
Unit
You settle
lost.
down.
Their tracks. Attack that one.
Okay, let them come to us.
Dead in their tracks. Throw everything at them. Get them.
Actually, that EMP is gonna pay off because I think it'll paralyze the back half.
Yes. I'm carrying the
Yes! Oh my gosh, yes. Perfect.
Attack that one.
Emphasize on armor destruction, absolutely. Get in here. These Gatling tanks gotta go.
Tank hunter here.
Just a few extra shots makes it all worthwhile. That's gone.
China's rocket soldier.
That's gone. Oh, that was perfectly timed.
Carrying the big gun. Attack that one. The enemy. China's rocket soldier.
Wow, that EMP really lasts a while.
Attack that one.
Unit lost.
Everything has done.
And go.
Attack that one.
Means of production. Gotta go.
I'm carrying the big gun. I like the big target. China's rocket soldier.
Last thing I need is to be caught completely unawares from a frickin' dragon tank or something.
The enemy. I'm carrying the big gun. I like the
Perfect.
big target.
Oh, this has been working out just wonderfully.
Attack that one.
Okay, got the cash. There's that. There's that.
Tear through their armor.
I can cripple their facilities. I'll suck the
Let's see, that's a nice pile of 3. Let's put some more over here. Want to make sure those are also separated.
Everything has done.
Do not want our money makers just pulled up.
China's rocket soldier.
Very good.
Get them.
super hacker.
I like the big
I think
target.
they're starting to slow down. There's not a lot of abundant cash anymore.
Yes, General. We'll tear through their enemy tanks out there.
Now, I know it's limited super weapons. I could actually take this, but I don't really want to defend it, so we're just going to make sure they can't have it. Yellow.
We'll tear through their armor.
Let's take out some more power. I definitely need you to not come online. A nuclear weapon at this point is going to be,
Track down the enemy.
well, not as terrible as it would have been 5 minutes ago,
Our
but
nuclear
I don't want to
missile
think
is
about
ready,
it.
General.
There's that.
We
More
have
power.
launched our nuclear missile.
Let's see.
Unit lost.
What else does this guy even have? He does have a means of income. He does have a means of construction.
China's rocket
Once we knock
soldier.
that out, this guy should
I
be
like
done.
The big targets.
Oh yeah, I forgot about my nuke. What's up? I should take out a dozer and that power plant.
The enemy.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Enemy
No, no, no,
tanks
no.
out there. Tank hunter here. Dead in their tracks. Enemy tanks out there. I'm carrying the big gun.
Okay, you know what?
Let's find the
There.
tank.
That'll take care of both those power plants.
Super hacker, ready for link up.
Tank hunter here. On the hunt. I'm carrying the big gun. The enemy.
Now the radiation is a real bugger for infantry, but we're a little higher leveled up. We've got some lieutenants and sergeants here. I think that's how that rank goes. So I'm not too
Enemy
super
tanks
duper
out there.
worried.
I like the big
It's
targets.
kind of more important we punch as hard as we can.
Yes, General.
But we do need to be careful. These guys are fragile.
Reporting for duty.
No matter how high ranked they are, they're not invulnerable. Very good.
Laptop in
Another
hand.
node of hackers. Very good. We could start building a secondary base if we wanted. We could start nesting our defenses even further. We have a bunch of options now. Now that we're not getting attacked every 5 seconds. I'm going to opt for adding up some more defense. Gatling towers, more infantry scattered about, that kind of a thing is what I'm going to roll for.
Minigunner reporting for duty.
Again, there's no reason you should be sitting on a ton of cash. Any good general will tell you, or any good commander, that money doesn't necessarily win the war. You have to spend it. You have to spend it and buy weapons of destruction to attack your enemy. That's what wins. That's what wins a battle. I'd rather have a complete bank balance of $0, but have been attacking ruthlessly rather than sitting on a ton of cash trying to retire.
Construction built to smack. We have big plans. China will
I
grow
like the
larger.
big targets. We'll tear through their armor.
There you
We
are.
will live in prosperity.
Tear through their armor.
Very good
I'm
plan,
carrying the
General.
big gun.
Always good to check on upgrades, make sure you have everything you need, make sure you have all the fun weapons you want. We could start researching some vehicles at the moment, and by researching, I mean black napalm and Gatling guns, or chain guns. Insufficient funds. Okay, we'll get to that in
Construction
10
is
seconds.
complete.
2 seconds. There we
I
go.
like the big
Perfect.
targets.
Ooh,
Yes,
this has
General.
been unoccupied. This is
Carrying
going
the
to be
big
perfect for garrison.
Enemy
Unit
tanks out there.
lost.
And capture.
We will
Yoink.
claim it for China.
Construction built to smack.
The People's Army. China
Yoink.
can use this.
Tank
Perfect.
hunter here.
It was a really nice little opening there.
China's rocket soldier. We'll tear through their armor.
Oh, to be honest, those are going to be way better right there, right in their base.
Buildings tear through their armor.
Everyone out.
Chain gun
Everyone out.
upgrade is complete.
We have carrying the buildings through their armor.
Perfect. I don't have any concern of even defending it.
We'll tear through their armor. Let's find the tanks.
This could be
We'll
interesting.
tear through their armor.
Let's see if that's occupied,
Let's
shall we?
find the tanks.
Unit lost.
We'll tear through their armor.
And it's not.
Track down the enemy. Tear through their armor.
Awesome. Free defense. Look at that. Extra armor at no cost. Now these guys I wouldn't mind leaving here. That is if we were getting attacked. So
I
let's
like
just
the
leave
big
some there.
targets. Get them.
Got money. Got time. Got money. Okay. You guys.
On the
All the way straight north. I know that's a safe
I
path.
like the big targets. I'm carrying the big gun.
Unit lost.
Okay, retreat. We have the defense of these structures here. We should use them.
China's rocket soldier.
Nope, nope. Attack, not move.
Carrying the big gun.
Ooh.
Minigunner reporting for duty.
Nerve-wracking, I tells you.
On the hunt. Track down the enemy.
Let's see, I don't want their nuke to come online. I don't think they have power for anything, so I'm not worried. We're just gonna go right for the command center.
China's rocket soldier.
Unit lost.
Everything at them.
One of the things I've been learning when I do micromanagement like this is you have to know how much damage you're throwing out, how much damage is in the air, and how much damage it'll take to kill these guys. So if you need to go immediately to another attacking object, you know that if I tell them to go attack something else, the original target will be destroyed. I'll give you an example. No, that was a bad example. Let's try it again. I'm going to half-click when I think that structure is going to go. Right now. There. I gave the new attack order before the other structure was destroyed because I knew that the amount of damage that was flying through the air was enough to destroy it.
The enemy.
That might sound a little complicated, but that's all there is to it. You assess a target, say, okay, it's going to take that much,
Unit
and then
lost.
your guys are going to start moving to the other target. You're wasting a lot less time as you're micromanaging in that nature. All these ECM tanks are such a pain. But that's why we mix in a few minigunners into our attack, and they've sold. So I think that's
I like the big targets. Moving rocket launcher.
that.
The enemy.
Let's get that one.
China's rocket soldier.
Oops. Stupid keyboard. No.
I
Hello.
like the big
Thank you.
targets. Let's find the tank.
This guy's done.
Our nuclear missile is ready,
Oh,
General.
dying.
We
Yes.
have launched our nuclear missile.
Yes. And yes. Oh my gosh, that did them.
China's rocket soldier.
They got
Big
nothing.
gun. Let's find that
They
tank
got
there.
nothing, son.
Track down the enemy. China's rocket soldier.
Cool, yep. Go back to base.
I like the big target. Carrying the big gun. On the hunt.
This worked out great.
China's rocket
Very
soldier.
happy with how this one turned out. Really high octane
Moving
starting
rocket
up,
launcher.
which can be expected, but as it's been noted, the AI doesn't do a super great job when it comes
I
to
like the
longevity in a
enemy tanks
game.
out there.
So it almost kind of turns into a game
On
of
the hunt.
how long can you wait,
Moving
which sounds
rocket
really
launcher. Carrying
lame,
the big
but
gun.
still to point, there was a lot
Yes,
of really good
General.
challenge here.
Track down the enemy.
Oh
Get them.
yeah.
Enemy tanks out there. I'm carrying the big gun.
Let's let that Fallout finish itself
I
out.
like the big target.
Unit
Yep.
lost.
The guard order is cute, but it really doesn't do justice for some serious micromanagement.
Tanks out there.
There's enough of a delay that it becomes less effective. Nope, leave that. That's a Gatling tower. I don't
Let's
care.
find carrying the big gun.
I want to make sure that stuff stays online because it's eating up their power. Command center done.
Enemy tanks out there. Get enemy tanks out there.
Oh yeah, tons of cash. As I was saying.
We'll tear through their armor.
Yeah, Inferno cannons, even the nuke cannons, make excellent choices for this kind of a conflict. The Inferno cannon really gives you that extra reach that if you don't want to use your infantry, pays off. And there we go. I think that's it.
We are victorious.
Yes!
We'll tear through their armor.
Oh, that was a pain. It was fun, but holy crap, that was a pain. Okay, here's the stats. I'm pretty happy with it. Unit lost, units destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say 6 to 1. Let's round it up to that maybe. Yeah, let's say 6 to 1. Again, heavy losses are acceptable, and not, I mean, no losses are really acceptable, but I mean a high number like that because we were using infantry. Dollar for dollar, we were using a much more inexpensive unit to do a lot more damage. That's how that paid off. Whew. Pretty happy only lost 6 structures. That's actually pretty good. I bet you any money that was probably the one civilian structure we took, the oil derrick, and a couple of bunkers. But that worked out pretty nice. It worked out pretty nice. I'm happy with it. So, thanks again. This was an awesome 1 versus 4 challenge. I hope you guys learned something from me. I hope to hear something from you. If there's any tips, tricks, anything I could have done better, hit me up. Let me know. Always good to hear from you guys. Again, have a good one. I'll see you next time.